Hello, after a while there is a new crowdloan on Polkadot that caught my eyes, Pendulum. I know that crowdloans have completely lost its momentum and all hype, but remember, it is now when it might be the best time to lock your DOT, currently worth only $5.20, much better than locking DOT worth $50 last November. The way I think about crowdloans now is that I lock DOT or KSM that is relatively cheap, which I want to hold long term anyways. Yes, I have an option to on-chain stake DOT and KSM, but if I want to support a project that I research and that I believe has a long-term potential, and if I also seek a little more speculation, I may still decide to participate in crowdloans despite currently very low community interest. The rationale behind the decision to lock DOT in crowdloans now is that they'll get me a decent amount of native tokens of a future Polkadot's parachains, and once I get my DOT back in 2 years, there is a decent chance DOT will be worth much more than it was when I contributed. So this is how much DOT was worth when first Polkadot auction started, and this is where DOT is now. So locking DOT or KSM now and getting it back during better market conditions would be the opposite situation to what we all have experienced when we locked KSM worth several $100s, and in recent couple of months we got KSM back, which was worth much less than it was when we initially locked it. Just to illustrate this, few days ago KSM from Subsocial and Zeitgeist crowdloans was returned. KSM was worth around $300 when their crowdloan started last December. Now KSM worth only around $30. The only people we can blame is ourselves, because whoever contributed to crowdloans simply made a bad investment decision. I know probably many will disagree with me, but I still think crowdloans are not fundamentally wrong idea. It is just the timing when you contribute. That's what it's all about. Because in hindsight, locking DOT and KSM at their all-time highs at the top of a bull market was an unwise, hasty decision driven by crowdloans hype at that time. Of course, I made that mistake myself too. Now back to Pendulum, which is launching their crowdloan on Polkadot tomorrow. Pendulum is a fiat-optimized smart contract blockchain. Fiat-optimized means that Pendulum will serve as a connection between fiat currencies and DeFi space in Polkadot. Pendulum will enable connecting DeFi applications from Polkadot to foreign exchange market, Forex, and that way will connect Polkadot DeFi space with traditional finance space. Pendulum's main use case will be to serve as a bridge to Stellar ecosystem. This interconnection of Polkadot's DeFi space with traditional finance will be done via Pendulum's bridge called Spacewalk. The core utility of Stellar ecosystem is that it enables to create, send and trade digital representations of many fiat currencies. Thus, Pendulum, using its Spacewalk bridge, will link Stellar ecosystem to Polkadot, which means all Stellar-based tokenized fiat currencies will be bridgeable to Polkadot ecosystem. Stellar has around 15 tokenized fiat currencies and many important integrations to traditional banking infrastructure. Therefore, if all these assets from Stellar will really be bridgeable to Polkadot via Pendulum Stellar bridge, it could greatly raise liquidity in DeFi on Polkadot. Here is how Pendulum's DeFi portal will look like. It will allow users to swap, stake and bridge assets. By looking at Pendulum's roadmap for the next year, in Q1 they plan to launch the mainnet. Also the native token PEN will get listed. I checked Pendulum Telegram and the admin mentioned they are in talks with several major centralized exchanges. Another big milestone will be the launch of that Spacewalk bridge to Stellar, and also Forex automated market maker as well as AMM on Amplitude on Kusama will go live. In Q2 next year, direct fiat on-off ramp for PEN token is scheduled, and in Q3 the bridge to Cosmos ecosystem should be launched. I mean, if Pendulum really delivers all of this within basically 9 months, their ecosystem can really kick off, attract a lot of liquidity, and the demand for their native token could be pretty decent. But again, the roadmap is just a plan. In my opinion, any crowdloan contribution should be made with a long or at least mid-term investment view in mind. Right now, there is just a very high level of uncertainty in crowdloans, which on the other hand also means a greater potential return on contributed DOT if the project really delivers. Now details about Pendulum Crowdloan and rewards. The Crowdloan goes live tomorrow. The total supply of PEN tokens is 200 million. Initial circulating supply after TGE will be 15.2 million, and the network is inflationary, meaning it will be possible to stake PEN token. PEN will serve as a gas for transactions and also in governance. Here is important info: token allocation and vesting schedule. We always need to watch for unlock schedule of private and strategic presale tokens and also team tokens. But I really like this unlock schedule, as at TGE only 2% of private sale and 1% of strategic presale tokens will be unlocked. That means once PEN token is listed in next year, VCs will not flood the market dumping their PEN bags. Moreover, both the private and strategic presale tokens have 2 years linear unlock after TGE, and the team tokens have a year and a half linear unlock. The vesting schedule for Crowdloan participants is 10% unlock at TGE, and the remaining 90% will be vested over 2 years. The minimum contribution will be 5 DOT, and the reward will be 11 PEN tokens per 1 DOT, and this reward will be fixed. There is also a few bonuses: 5% bonus for signing up on Pendulum Crowdloan waitlist, and 3% bonus for contributors to Amplitude Crowdloan on Kusama. Make sure to use the same wallet for your DOT contribution. And there is also a bonus for early contributors, 15% if your contribution is within 100,000 DOT. The Crowdloan will go live here on Pendulum website. I'll leave the link in the description. And the estimated Crowdloan start is around 1:42 AM UTC, depending on the block number. That's been it. Stay strong and patient. Thanks for watching and see you next time.